Welcome back, guys. Today's video I want to start off with this on-chain data from Sentiment. Here we can see the social volume. The social volume right now is witnessing that the crowd is bearish. And whenever we saw in the past, for example, when the crowd turned bullish, the price was more likely to fall. And right now we have the opposite. The crowd is very bearish. And also when I go into Twitter, I only see negative posts everywhere. And this is really something that sucks, but it also has a good side of the medal. And the good side is when the crowd usually turns bearish, the price is more likely to maybe see a rise. It's not 100% sure, but maybe we could see a rise because in this area you can see we are spiking right now with the social volume in the bearish territory. And I want to also add this one on-chain data which stands for the Bitcoin mining hash rate. And the mining hash rate right now reached an all-time high of 400 million terahashes per second. And whenever we reached in peak, for example, at this point, 165 million terahashes per second, we saw a drop. And maybe right now we can also see a drop in the future for the Bitcoin price, and also the mining hash rate could see a capitulation. And a capitulation, how does that look? A capitulation, you can see it in this chart, guys, that I brought for you. Whenever I framed it, you can see the price and also the mining hash rate are capitulating. And right now, we are also seeing that the mining hash rate is capitulating. Therefore, I'm a bit scared that the price could see a drop. And when we see the drop, guys, at this point, we are we have to be we have to be aware of this, because this could be danger for us. When I add this one horizontal support line and take this away, you can see we have this bearish double top, or so-called M pattern. This M pattern, guys, if it plays out bearish, or if it plays out in a proper way, because it's a bearish pattern, guys, we could see maybe a drop of the price, and this could lead us to the support of around 22,400 US dollars. Why could this bearish pattern play out? I have another very interesting and important scenario right now, guys. It's the 50 weekly moving average on the upside and the 200 weekly moving average on the downside. And they are approaching each other. And this approach could mean that we are seeing a further deathcross movement. And this deathcross movement, guys, when I go back in the past of Bitcoin, we have the opposite. The opposite is the golden cross, guys, where the 50 weekly moving average goes upwards and the 200 weekly moving average is below it. This is the golden cross. It's a good scenario for Bitcoin. You can see the price went heavily up. But, guys, when we had our deathcross at this time, you can see the price is crashing. Therefore, I'm a bit scared right now what Bitcoin will do in the future, but the deathcross is very close and could play out in the upcoming weeks. And if it plays out, guys, it's more likely that we see a price drop down to the monthly S1 line, where we have a massive support. But if we go downwards, it is also, or there's a higher chance that this M pattern could play out with the deathcross. And we had here two bearish, heavily bearish scenarios that are aligned. But at the end, guys, even if we see a price drop, I am still bullish right now. And that's because of this on-chain data. If we compare the market value to the realized value and take the Z-score, guys, you can see whenever we were in this green area, guys, where we have a Z-score which is in a negative territory and below 0, it's the bear market bottoms. Right now we left this zone and we are still in the early stages, because when the price or the bull market reaches its top, we had a score around 7, 9, or even 10, and that was a very overbought area, guys, in 2014. But you can see that Z-score is right now at 0.39. That's not a high score. Therefore, guys, I truly want to recommend you, it's still early to buy in on Bitcoin. It's not very expensive or so. It's still cheap, guys. Maybe $25,800 is a expensive price for you, but imagine if we go in the next bull cycle, or we are in the transition to the next bull cycle, in my opinion, when we see prices of 70k, 100k, 150k, then you will regret and say, why didn't I have bought in at 25k? Therefore, guys, that's what I truly want to say from the bottom of my heart. Buy in on the cheap and get rewarded, and don't regret on the later stages. With that being said, guys, I wish you all a happy Sunday. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, guys, and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.